Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing well as you can. Y'all's neck of the woods. My name's Josh. This is Let's Go Home Place. And today I'm bringing you a little project that I'm doing that I figured maybe somebody might find value. I'm going to be putting bubble wrap over our windows, particularly the bedrooms. Just for the winter time when you get in that cold. We have pretty good windows, but you can always have more insulation. You can never have too much insulation, I think. So anyway, I'm just gonna show you what I do. I did this last winter and it worked out pretty well. I'll show you. I'll go through it. Some people that may not know how to do it. I know this is not a new thing, but I figured since I'm doing it, I'll also show y'all. So anyway, let's get to it. So you can either go about this, obviously in your window, very important. But I use a wet rag. You can use a spray bottle or whatever. I can't find a spray bottle to save my life right now. So I just get a damp, solid water rag. That's all you need, wet rag. And the same principle is you just put a little film of water. All you want to do is just kind of wet the window. It's not dripping, but just a little damp. I got that. Then we're going to get our bubble wrap. Now, this is some small, I don't know if y'all will be able to tell, but this is the small bubble stuff. I like this a little tighter. And it's got a slick side and the side where the actual bubbles are, they have let me see if I can do it the actual bubbles are coming off of it. So I put the slick side, obviously, for me anyway, I put the slick side to the window. I just buy a big roll. Let me show you, I guess. I buy a big roll of it, and this will last for like years. I'll take it. Let me see if I can get this right. And you're basically, obviously, just go to the corner to corner. And let me get it lined up right. It literally just sticks. Sticks as pretty as it pleases. Right to your window. Get it all where I want it. I'll smooth it up. Take my handy dandy pocket knife. And I'm just going to cut where I need it to be. I'll pull on it. And that is it. And like I say, that's it. So I'm just going to keep going across. That's all I'll do is just keep going across on the window. Like I said, I'm going to need to do this, and then what I'll have to do is cut a piece long ways right through here to fit that. But that's all. I mean, you see, look at that. You can see how it sticks pretty good, just with water and all. So summertime comes or springtime, it warms up, pulls right off. No, residues and none of that kind of mess. But just this little film of bubble wrap, y'all, I'll tell you what, it makes a big difference. I mean, there is a noticeable difference between here and here. So just want to show you that little trick, I guess. Like I said, it's nothing new. I definitely didn't come up with it. But since I'm doing it, I figure it might be video worthy to show some people that may not know how to do it. So anyway, I'm doing that. And then the next thing I want to show you is the sliding glass door, which last year really struggled with freezing up the little track. So I'm showing you what I'm doing now. Seems like it's working pretty good. So stay tuned. Okay, y'all, so this is the other thing I wanted to bring up is the sliding glass door. As I said earlier, I guess I did bring it up. Last winter we struggled with this thing freezing up all the time. Here where it gets 40 below, that's no big deal. And 30 and 20 belows for weeks, if not months straight. If anybody's gonna have a sliding glass door to freeze, it would be us. I'm just saying. So this year, the thing I'm trying, and so far it's working. This is still an experiment, but it's working. The first thing that I've kind of figured out was the curtains that we had. These are kind of blackout curtains. That's what they are. But the problem with those is they hold that, when these curtains are down, there's like a few inch, 5-6 inch gap, and it's keeping the moisture that's in the house, the little bit, trapped in here, and then that's building ice up. It does it on the windows too, but it'll trap ice all around, especially on the bottom of the runners on the bottom of this thing. So the first thing that I've noticed since tying these back is it's keeping a lot of the ice away. So for me, that was a new thing. The other thing is once I got the ice, because they started doing it again. I got all the ice out of the rails, so I can do it for a second. It's kind of cold, but there's a little metal track that this door slides on. But anyway, it sits down in a crevice. That little metal bar is up high. The floor is like this. Well, this would fill up with water, and then both of those would freeze, and then locks the door up from sliding. So what I did was, once I chiseled it all out with a screwdriver, once it did it the first time, this beginning of winter, what I do is I keep, so far it's working, I've been keeping some hand alcohol, because I know this won't freeze. No matter how cold it gets, alcohol won't freeze. And what I've been doing, it's been working probably the past month. We've had below freezing, easily below freezing temps. We've already got down to 17, 20 below. And right now we're at single digits and whatnot. But so far, once I got the ice out, I've been just taking some of this alcohol, a little hand alcohol, and just putting a little bit in the track area. Try to dry up the water you can. And then I put some of this in here, so the water that's in that track, it's kind of like a coolant in your truck, trying to keep that water from freezing. So far this winter, I'll say probably actually a month and a half, we've been going through. Haven't had any problems. As long as you keep a little bit of alcohol in there, seems like once a week, put a little bit in there because it will evaporate over time. But so far, it seems like a little trick. There's not a lot that I've Googled trying to figure out how to get these doors not to freeze shut. And I've tried a lot of tricks with like WD-40 and all kind of little like lubrications and stuff like that, and it still froze. So for me, maybe that was the thing. So trying this. So if y'all got a sliding glass door, maybe you can try that and see what happens. But for me, like saying, keeping these curtains away from it and then keeping some alcohol in that track seems like it's helping pretty good. Like saying, need to stay up on it about once a week, put a little more in there. It seems like it's doing okay. And I know somebody's gonna ask about doing the bubble wrap on the sliding glass door. I did it last year. I actually did it on both sides. The only problem with doing it, at least especially on this back side, is the bubble wrap. When you go to open it, because the two glass doors are so close together, it just peels the bubble wrap apart. So one way that I'm thinking about doing is either I might put it on the outside, try to put it on the outside of the door because it's something, or I thought about just getting 2-inch foam and putting it on this side, behind it, on the outside, just to help, because we get a lot of cold air coming through here. And this side, I kind of want to leave, even though it's going to let in some cold. I still like having this because I can check on my animals outside. In case there's something going on, I can look out here and check on the critters. So I kind of want to leave that clear. But, so anyway, I think that's all I was going to say. That's just what I've been doing. This is just, I thought I would maybe help somebody out. And I'm doing it, so I figured I might make a video of it to help somebody out. So, if y'all got any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comment section. And I think that's all I got to say. So, y'all take care. God bless. The end.